Now on Sunrise and streaming on CrossroadsToday.com, Trump appeared in New York for a deposition regarding a multi-million-dollar civil suit on claims of widespread fraud. And federal authorities arrest a Massachusetts National Guardsman in connection to the leaks of classified U.S. intelligence documents. And in the Crossroads, a fire sparked at a gas station Thursday in Victoria. We have the details straight ahead.
Waking up on your Friday morning, temperatures in the 60s area-wide, and about 60 degrees in Gonzales, mid-60s down to the coast, and Victoria here. What about rain chances to continue and return, and continue after that? We'll take a look at that possibility coming up in your full forecast.
The Pepsi Athlete of the Week is going to need a big game tonight to keep her team's playoffs hopes alive. That's coming up in sports.
You're watching 25 News Now Sunrise. Good morning and thank you for joining us. Today is the 14th day of April 2023. The time is now 6:30 on your Friday morning, and today is the National Day of Silence that's bringing awareness to LGBTQ students who are experiencing bullying. Let's go ahead and turn to First Warn Storm Team Meteorologist Trey Mining. Trey, how's it looking out there?
Not too bad on the outside, actually. A little bit more humidity we've been seeing. And then the last couple of days, the humidity really beginning to return. Southerly winds, they're 10 miles per hour, 65 degrees in Victoria. And also the majority of the area keeping that number pretty common. And nothing on the radar this morning. First Warn Doppler is going to be empty, and it is empty. Not the case tomorrow. Could have a few rain showers and maybe a thunderstorm or two on the radar scope tomorrow as the front begins to move on through and pushes into the Gulf of Mexico by tomorrow evening. And then, well, the visibility probabilities by 7 a.m. could have a little bit of patchy fog still continuing around the region. Nothing widespread, nothing very dense, but 12-mile visibilities coming up by 8 to 9 a.m. Take us through the rest of the day. Good visibilities, even though we have a cloud cover in the area, and the clouds are still continuing to build on in west to east according to this satellite radar composite here. And no rain, those blips are just radar interference, not any rain showers or anything of that nature. But tomorrow there will be. We definitely have the moisture in place. Our front is a boundary that lifts up moisture and causes it to build clouds skyward, which that front will do, and maybe just enough instability in the air to do that when the front pushes on through. So we'll keep a small chance of rainfall chance for your day tomorrow in the forecast. Any more rain chances after that? That could be the case, yes. And the cooler temperatures to come as well. Also, yes, in my book, because it's getting close to summertime. We'll take a look at that in the full forecast to come later on this half hour. Make it a great day today, Carolina.
Thank you, Trey. Jackson County Sheriff deputies taken on a high-speed chase yesterday just northwest of Edna. The sheriff's office says the speeds reached over 100 miles an hour. The suspect's vehicle ran through two fences before multiple people bailed out of the vehicle on foot. Authorities say the suspects are undocumented immigrants. 8 to 12 people reportedly ran from the vehicle. 2 suspects were apprehended. Authorities believe the other suspects were picked up by another transporting vehicle. A Hallettsville woman is wanted on an outstanding felony parole warrant. The Lavaca County Crime Stoppers releasing these photos of the suspect via Facebook. Shelby Clark is wanted for the manufacturing of a controlled substance. She has ties to Hallettsville, Yoakum, and Victoria areas. If you have information, call the Lavaca County Crime Stoppers at 361-401-1930. Michael Renord White is wanted by authorities in Wharton. White is accused of evading arrest or detention out of the Wharton Police Department. If you have information, the Wharton Police want to hear from you. 979-532-3131 or tip anonymously through p3tips.com. A small fire broke out at a gas station on South Navarro. Fire crews got the call just after 8 a.m. yesterday. Crews said they had the fire under control by 8:30, and the fire reportedly started in the AC ductwork. Former President Trump back in Manhattan Thursday morning to be questioned under oath in the civil fraud case brought by the New York Attorney General. Trump tweeted overnight he had arrived in Manhattan for the deposition, which he called another unjust and ridiculous persecution of the 45th President of the United States. The sweeping $250 million lawsuit accuses Trump of repeatedly overstating the values of his assets in statements to the banks, insurance companies, and the IRS in order to obtain better loan and tax terms. Trump's appearance in New York comes a week after he pled not guilty to 34 felony counts of falsifying business records related to his role in hush money payments. The suspected leaker of highly classified U.S. intelligence documents is in custody. Attorney General Merrick Garland identified him as 21-year-old 26-year-old Air National Guardsman Jack Teixeira. He was arrested by FBI agents without incident outside his home in Dayton, Massachusetts. The massive leak exposed government secrets about the war in Ukraine and also revealed the extent to which the U.S. spied on its allies. The Pentagon authorities say they're working around the clock to better understand the scope and the scale of the leaks. We'll go to Washington for more on the arrest later on Sunrise. It's being called a once-in-a-thousand-years event. The relentless rain pounding South Florida finally letting up today, but not before trapping people in their homes, closing a major airport, and raising more concerns about just how often we're now seeing thousand-year floods in this country.
This morning, streets looking like canals with neighborhoods underwater and people trapped after Broward County, Florida was swamped with 1/3 of its annual rainfall in just 7 hours.
We were powerless to stop it from flooding in on both doors.
More rain fell last night after storms dumped more than 2 feet on Wednesday, smashing records.
I've driven around the city, and there's not one area of the city that has not been impacted.
And before the roads could even drain or dry, another storm. Fort Lauderdale Airport still closed last night, the tarmac and access roads inundated. This man paddleboarding in his neighborhood in Pembroke Pines, but the high waters were life-threatening for others.
We're in a swamp buggy about 8 feet off the ground, and take a look at the water level that we are driving through at this point. We're on our way to a gentleman that is handicapped and unable to make it out of one of these mobile homes.
The widespread flooding making rescues difficult and dangerous.
Horrible. My car it got water all the way almost to the top, and I was really scared. Then I came out and I slept over here at my neighbor's house.
At one point, more than 600 people were taken to shelters. Rescue crews are doing a grid search in hard-hit areas, going home to home to ensure people are safe.
A lot of people are still left in the neighborhood, and I'm worried about many of them. And it's absolutely horrific.
Schools will be closed again today, but the airport is finally set to reopen. Lionel Moise, ABC News, New York.
Okay, get your cell phone and scan this QR code. It's our quick response code to download the Crossroads Today app. You can get breaking news alerts, photo and our viewer poll, get the latest in news, weather, and sports, and learn all about our ongoing contest right there on the app. Submit those news tips and photos. The time is now 6:37 on your Friday morning. Here's a look at what's coming up on 25 News Now Sunrise. TxDOT expected to receive a grant from the U.S. Department of Transportation.
ABC's Emwin in Washington. Authorities have arrested a suspect in connection to the trove of leaked classified U.S. documents online. How he's expected in court today, the latest coming up.
Take a look at the temperatures. Feel like temperatures starting off in the 60s this morning, rising fairly rapidly by the mid-morning and late morning, well into the 70s or 80 degrees by the afternoon to 2 or 3 o'clock. So turning on the air conditioners, and maybe a little bit cooler for your day tomorrow coming down. Take a look at that coming up in your forecast.
This one is for every parent who needs a vacation after getting back from a family vacation. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Next Live.
I'm getting emotional. I promised Kelly I would not cry.
It's Ryan's farewell celebration.
The genuine fun of being on this television show. I love you so much.
With special guest, First Lady Jill Biden.
Keep us informed about your personal life, and I promise I will barely announce anything here on the show.
If you wanted a dog, but now you own a cat named Sprinkles. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Tune in to 25 News Now on Thursdays 6 p.m. news and Fridays 6 a.m. news for the Athlete of the Week. Brought to you by Pepsi, the preferred partner of local athletes.
Good morning, 6:39 is the current time, and looking at the weather across the area this morning, cloudy skies, no rain out there as of yet. I think it'll be rain-free today, pretty positive about that. But tomorrow, some rain chances. Not as much as we initially thought, but there's still rain chances though when that front moves on through the Crossroads area coming up for your tomorrow afternoon time frame. And the big picture, of course, we have the low pressure area in the southeast moving up the east coast, giving those folks more rain eventually up there from the Carolinas to New England. And for us around here, we're watching the front that's currently in the Rocky Mountain states, taking a fairly quick plunge to the south, and it'll be in our neighborhood here coming up for your Saturday evening. By 2 a.m. is offshore. Maybe, just maybe a rain shower or a few thunderstorms, perhaps along a thin line just ahead of the front as the frontal boundary itself moves on through. Of course, front moves in the Gulf of Mexico even more, and high pressure replaces that. Gives us good weather for Sunday and Monday. A little bit cooler too. High temperatures then in the 70s, so enjoy that. Got your full forecast coming up for us later on this half hour before we go. Carolina?
Thank you, Trey. Softball is in full swing and every game matters. Our sports team sat down with an athlete who has done something she has never done before.
At Crossroads, the Pepsi Athlete of the Week hit a grand slam, the first in her career. Sports reporter Zach Brown has more.
The Victoria East Titans softball team still has a shot to make the postseason thanks to a wild victory over the West Warriors nearly a week ago. Many girls stepped up, but Tatiana Rocha gave them life twice to help beat their crosstown foe. Head coach Melissa Buck tells why she's so special.
She's a great athlete. You see it on the field. She's one of the hardest working kids we have. She never says no when you throw her in a new spot and ask her to play anywhere. It's been cool to see her kind of have sustained success this year.
With the girls down 4-0, they mounted an early comeback and got a run on the board. Then came Tatiana Rocha to the plate to deliver a grand slam to give them the lead at 5-4. It was the first time she's ever hit a slam.
Whenever I hit it, honestly, I really didn't even know until I heard everybody. Then I was like, oh shoot. Then I saw it out there and I was like, it's not coming back in. I was like, oh, I hit it out.
The girls would then go down big 12-5, but slowly start another comeback. Down to their final out, Tatiana was asked to deliver yet another big hit. This time, it fell just short of the wall, but would bring them within one. She would later come home to tie the game. She said at the time, she didn't even know there were 2 outs, but it worked in her favor. Before a big game against Miller on Tuesday, she talked about what it would take for them to get into the postseason.
Well, hopefully we do come out on top. We beat them last time, so hopefully we can beat them again today. And like I said, if we get the 2 wins today and Friday, then we can maybe possibly go to playoffs.
And they would beat Miller and have a huge game this Friday against Corpus Christi Ray, who they fell just short against a few weeks ago. But they may not have had this opportunity if it weren't for Tatiana Rocha's grand slam and clutch double to help get them over the West Warriors. And that is why Tatiana Rocha is your Pepsi Athlete of the Week.
That's your 25 Sports Now.
Thank you, Gino and Zach. We want to invite you to experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today. Plus, you can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and on your cell phone. Just search Crossroads Today. Plus, now to the massive leak of U.S. classified documents. A suspect is expected in court today after the leak on the internet exposed U.S. intelligence. In a dramatic arrest, authorities converged on the home of a 21-year-old in connection to the leak that left federal agents scrambling to get to the bottom of for days.
This morning, a 21-year-old IT specialist expected to make his first court appearance today in Boston in connection with the leak of highly classified Pentagon documents. Jack Teixeira facing charges under the Espionage Act. FBI agents in tactical gear converged on his Massachusetts home yesterday. News helicopters first spotted him reading on the back deck. He then emerged with his hands on his head.
Feels like a movie. It feels like a movie.
Authorities say Teixeira is a member of the Massachusetts Air National Guard, based at Otis Air Force Base, working in the intelligence wing.
Yeah, I went to high school with him. Good kid. Not really a whole lot of, I would never have kind of taken him, somebody like that.
Federal agents have been looking into the leak of dozens of apparently classified military documents that exposed top-secret intelligence about the Ukraine war, U.S. spying on allies, and other top national security issues.
We do have stringent guidelines in place. This was a deliberate criminal act, a violation of those guidelines.
Hours before Teixeira's arrest, a report in the Washington Post described the alleged leaker as someone posting documents to impress young men in a chat room on the social media platform Discord. The Post interviewed a teen who says he was a member of that chat room.
It felt like I was on top of Mount Everest. It felt like I was above everyone else to some degree, and that I would be able to brag to some people that I knew stuff that they didn't.
The New York Attorney General's office last year announced it was investigating Discord, which is popular among teens, in connection with a racist mass shooting at a Buffalo supermarket. Investigators say the teen gunman detailed his plans weeks earlier on Discord. Experts say Discord's lack of content moderation allows conspiracy theories to spread. Discord has said it is cooperating both the Buffalo and the documents leak investigations. Em Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.
Leading us to your viewer poll, are you concerned about the intelligence leak? Okay, let's take a look. 75% of you say yes, you are, and 25% of you say no, you are not. We want to keep hearing from you. Come to crossroadstoday.com/vote to take part in our viewer poll. You can also scan the QR code right there on your screen to take part. TxDOT expected to receive a grant from the U.S. Department of Transportation. The $14 million grant is to replace the U.S. 59 San Antonio River Bridge in Goliad. It is 93 years old. More than 4,200 vehicles cross the bridge daily, including more than 1,300 semi-trucks. It's in fair condition, but at risk of falling into poor condition. The replacement project would widen and raise the bridge deck outside of the 100-year floodplain and increase the shoulders.
And congratulations to this community, congratulations to the state for this application. It was extremely competitive, and TxDOT really put the best foot forward with the support of the Alliance.
The grant is part of a historic investment made possible by the Biden-Harris administration's bipartisan infrastructure law, which will help repair and rebuild 10 of the most economically significant bridges in the country, along with thousands of bridges across the U.S. Construction starts in 2024, and the bridge will always have at least one lane open. The time is now 6:47 on your Friday morning. Still to come, we meet your Pat of the Week.
Tonight, go inside a murder mystery.
One person knows exactly what happened.
With the woman who risked everything to catch a killer.
Were you ever concerned that you're sleeping with a killer?
2020, tonight on ABC.
There are so many words and phrases on the do not say list.
Mom and Dad, it kind of offends us because we are lesbians.
Should I stop saying that because you're mom and mom?
Master bedroom is where masters raped enslaved black women.
Sometimes just let things go, not take it personally.
So when people tweet, why don't you shut up, you bald-headed hillbilly, I shouldn't take that personal? Next, Dr. Phil.
It's Sherry. I love hugging everybody. I never ever get to the end over here. I know you looking at you like, no, you don't. You never come over here. Plus, Jeremy Piven.
In this morning's GMA First Look, as the summer travel season approaches, what you need to know about getting the best deals.
There have already been huge surges in bookings to far-flung destinations in Europe, Asia, South America, and more.
Bianca Sainez is heading to Italy with friends this summer, her first international trip since the pandemic.
I think that's the most I've ever spent on a flight before, so I'm actually really disappointed. But since I've been traveling, I've noticed like the fares have been extremely high.
With travel reaching those pre-pandemic levels, there's no sign of the booming pace of sales slowing down. June will likely mark peak prices for domestic travel and July for international destinations.
If you're traveling internationally, you need to book now. Prices will really only increase from here on out for summer trips.
And coming up at 7 a.m., how to get the most bang for your buck this summer. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Ready to feel what it's like when you can do more with less asthma? It's possible with Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Are you in? Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
Okay, let's take a look at the temperatures throughout the day. I think that'll be the biggest weather story in our neighborhood for us here will be the increasing temperatures starting off in the 60s this morning and rising throughout the day, of course, as the sun heats up the atmosphere over South Texas. Even though we have cloudy skies, it's still going to be very warm today, well into the 70s or 80 degrees by the time about 10 a.m., 11 o'clock. By noontime, definitely will be about 80 degrees or so, and keeping that trend going. We should reach 81, 82 degrees by 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon at the latest. Nice view here of Victoria. Look at see the cloudy skies are already there. 65 degrees currently. Southerly winds near 10 miles per hour. The southeasterly breeze will increase by the afternoon time as low pressure deepens to our west. That front moves through for your day tomorrow, which will give us a few rain showers here and there, 20% chances. After that, Sunday, Monday looks like a lot cooler with highs in the 70s. So cool air is behind this front that'll move through on Saturday, which will give us a little bit of a low humidity break again and cooler temperatures. Then rain chances coming up toward the end of the week. We'll have more later on before we go this half hour in the full 7-day outlook.
Today is Friday, so that means it is time for Pet of the Week, a segment that highlights a shelter pet in the crossroads looking for its forever home. Today, I am at Pet Adoptions of Cuero, located at 407 U.S. Highway 183, and I am here with Lily and Daisy. Daisy is not happy right now. And I'm also here with Miss DeWitt County teen, Sydney Dias. Sydney, what can you tell us about these puppies?
Well, these 4 beautiful puppies, they are Border Collies. They are only 5 weeks old though, but in 2 weeks you will be able to come up and adopt them. And fun fact about Border Collies, they're actually very easy to train, so you will not have a problem taking these beautiful girls home.
They are so cute. There's actually 2 down here as well, Rosie and Pansy. They will also be available for adoption in a couple of weeks. So Sydney, what can you tell us about being Miss DeWitt County teen and your platform?
Well, unfortunately I don't live out here, but every time I come and visit, it is always such a pleasure. Everyone is so nice and so sweet, and my platform, Anything is Possible, I actually was inspired by my dog Pebbles. She is a rescue pet, and she has just been the light of my life, my family's life. Everyone that meets her, they just absolutely love her. And I want everyone to know the joys of getting a rescue pet, because not only are you rescuing the dog, but they're kind of also rescuing you at the same time, so.
Yes, I agree. I adopted my cat as well, and she has been my saving grace. I love her to death. She's my best friend. And these puppies can be your best friend too. So if you are interested in adopting, ow, she is biting me. If you are interested in adopting any of these puppies, head on over to Pet Adoptions of Cuero, located at 407 U.S. Highway 183. Like I said, I am here with Miss DeWitt County teen. Thank you for being here with us today, and thank you to these 4 gorgeous puppies for being here with us too. They're super sweet. And so I'm Jennifer Flores with 25 News Now. Back to you in the studio.
Wow, what adorable puppies. Still to come on Sunrise News to Know Before You Go, we learn about the latest on the Luther Hotel.
Give it up for Anthony Anderson, y'all! Didn't you go to the Bahamas with Michael Jordan?
We played golf, but I actually beat him that day. And he balled the money up and threw it at my face. Love you, MJ. Keep the shoes coming. Keep the shoes coming.
Plus a performance from musician Sam James. And we're making noodles. Boom! Do you like it, Anthony?
Huh?
Texas, now's the time to gear up and save on a new Ford SUV. Get great deals on our most capable lineup. Now with a great in-stock selection to choose from, like the spacious and tech-savvy Ford Expedition or Ford Explorer and Bronco Sport. Ford SUVs, #1 in brand loyalty. Drive Escape now with 0% financing plus $1,000 cash, plus up to $500 accessories cash, plus complimentary maintenance.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Hi, I'm Charlie Garcia. And I'm Rico Garcia. And we are USA Concrete Coatings. If you're ready to upgrade your business, restaurant, garage, man cave, or porch, then you're ready for USA Concrete Coatings. We'll have your floors looking flawless with our exclusive USA Concrete Coatings products. We'll ensure that your concrete coating is strong and durable. It's antimicrobial and comes with a lifetime warranty. USA Concrete Coatings, from concrete to custom in just one day.
Need weather around the clock? When the weather changes in the Crossroads, you need a reliable source. Visit Interactive Radar online for the latest conditions in the Crossroads area. CrossroadsToday.com. Weather at your fingertips.
Tonight, go inside a murder mystery.
One person knows exactly what happened.
With the woman who risked everything to catch a killer.
Were you ever concerned that you're sleeping with a killer?
2020, tonight on ABC.
Tired of your typical clock in, clock out job? You need a rewarding career in an entertaining environment that you'll enjoy. Take yourself out of the box and come to the Victoria Television Group. We have an active, fun, creative atmosphere that can help you succeed and keep those everyday work blues away. Come join our energetic and outgoing sales team. Renew your career and learn to use skills you didn't know you had. Call us 361-575-2500 or email opportunity@victoriatelevision.com for more information.
And now it's time for today's question of the day. Okay, it's National Pecan Day, so we want to know how many pecans are used in an average pecan pie. Okay, we've got 195.5, that's from Joshua, and Melanie is guessing 6 ounces, Suki guesses 60, Kenneth guesses 80, Michael guesses 3 dozen, Leticia guesses 2 cups, and Beth guesses 500, and Orlo says not enough.
There you go. And everybody's pretty close to the number we're looking for. Nobody got the exact number, but pretty close to the number. So way to go there. I appreciate you chiming in on the question of the day. And the number of pecans that you need to have, or on average have, in a pecan pie is 78 pecans. That's a lot more than I thought it was, but there you go. That's the answer. Thanks for chiming in on the question of the day. Stay tuned on Monday for another question of the day to get you going for your Monday around here.
Victoria Crime Stoppers is looking for a 21-year-old man wanted on a charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Aaron Pedraza is 5'6" and 165 pounds. The warrant was issued just last month. All tips are anonymous, and you could earn a cash reward if he is arrested. And this 28-year-old man is wanted. Annabelle Resendez has an outstanding warrant for a violation of probation. He's 5'7" and 150 pounds. If you know where he is, police want to hear from you. And here's a notice for those summoned for jury duty on Monday, April 17th at the Victoria County Courthouse. You are asked to not appear. That 8:30 a.m. trial is canceled and will not be rescheduled. This is Skyview 25 over the Luther Hotel. Today, Judge Polly Spencer will hear arguments on whether to keep the hotel or to sell it to Ed Rochelle Foundation. The Ed Rochelle Foundation. If it goes to the foundation, the hotel, which was built in 1903, will be demolished. The hearing will be online and streamed on the judge's YouTube channel. On June 22nd, there will be an in-person hearing at the Matagorda County Courthouse in Bay City to determine the future of the historic hotel. The community will have another opportunity to learn about Victoria College's May 6th bond election. The college is hosting its second bond informational session next Tuesday, April 18th at the Student Center. It's located at 2200 East Red River Street, and the election is set for Saturday, May 6th. Early voting begins April 24th and runs through May 2nd. All right, we want to invite you to experience a digital streaming experience. We call it Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and on your cell phone, just search Crossroads Today Plus. So that means you can watch us from anywhere and on your phone. Let's go ahead and turn to First Warn Storm Team meteorologist Trey Mining. Trey, how is it looking out there this beautiful April weekend?
Well, increasingly more humid, but the weather's not too bad at all. 82 degrees today. Cloudy skies, a little bit of wind in the afternoon time, 20-mile-per-hour gusts. Overnight lows near 70 degrees, humid. Could be some morning fog. And for your day tomorrow, rain showers scattered here and there. Not a washout, 87 degrees. Then cooler behind the front. Look at the highs only in the 70s for Sunday and Monday, so not too bad. Make it a great weekend out there. Carolina?
All right, Trey, thank you so much. And thank y'all for joining us. Have a wonderful start to your weekend. It's Friday for a yay. Come to crossroadstoday.com for more local news, weather, and sports. And join James, Don, Maclovio, and Gino for 25 News Now at 6 and 10. Make it a great Friday.